Hey everyone, welcome to this Star Wars Popcast, episode 28. My name is Christopher,
And I'm Patrick.
and today we are talking about all of the Smugglers Bounty Funko Pops because, to be honest, I think they should bring that back. That's something that was really a good. That was a good thing that Funko had going there, where they had the mystery boxes with some different Funko products, and you got a Funko Pop each time, two standard size Funko Pops sometimes, or you got the movie moment.
Yeah, I,
So
I
yeah,
really loved them. Really
yeah,
loved them.
and like really good value for the price, at least back then. I mean, maybe with inflation, it's probably a little bit more now, but I still think they should bring it back.
100%. I mean, that's really what got me in the Star Wars Funko. Besides having the Rogue One collection when that
Yeah,
came out, and most of those are just commons that I was finding at your Walmart or Target.
yeah,
Like I said before, I was the one guy at work that didn't have any little tchotchke stuff around his desk. And so it was like, well, what do you want? And I said, you know what? I'll ask for the Smuggler's Bounty because it's something I probably wouldn't spend the money on, right? And do that. And then that's what really got me hooked in the Star Wars Funko because I felt that each wave I was getting, and I didn't know how spoiled I was. I'll be honest, because I wasn't going to stores and buying the in the box. I was just kind of
yeah.
getting them through the bounty, and I I just really fell in love with them because I know if I was going like Black Series and stuff like that, like I'd go nuts. You'd be broke. But
Oh
I
yeah,
thought the Funko they didn't do as many characters. So I figured, okay, they're limited in the characters they did,
yeah.
to a certain extent. At least when they first started out, and then they just got better and better. You know, you'll
Oh
see.
yeah.
You mean they got the Luke Landspeeder, that to me was like when I was a kid, I had a speech impediment. Like I couldn't say L word like Luke or land speeder. I was like rolling, like saying like R's. I was like Rook and the Ram speeder. Like I was really having a hard time. So I had to go. I went to speech therapy in kindergarten, and going into first grade. And so I was still struggling a little bit in first grade. And so that was the big thing. Like if I could, if I could say my L's, I could get the land speeder. So I worked
Right.
like a son of a bitch for like 3 months with my speech therapist. Dude, that was like I think literally I went home and I'm like, my parents are sitting there and they're like, oh yeah, what are we gonna do this weekend? You got baseball? I said, yeah, I got this game, but right after let's go up to Kitty City because I want to get Luke Skywalker and his land speeder. My parents turn around, they're like, well, I guess we gotta take him.
But
So
you
that
got it
pop for
eventually,
me
so
was like something that to me it just meant the world when they made that one. It was very nostalgic. So, and they
yeah, for
had
sure.
so many good ones. So
Yeah, yeah, a lot of good ones, and like you said, like the pop rides, the movie moments. You
yeah, the
got different ones
T-shirt.
each time. Yeah,
You got some
t-shirts.
pretty cool
See,
T-shirts.
I never actually got any of the boxes themselves. I've got some pops from their boxes, like off of Marketplace and stuff, but I never did get the boxes. But yeah, even that, like the pops, quality pops.
Yeah, and the boxes they shipped in were kind of really nicely done, and they're so nicely done. I got rid of all the crappy old boxes and little tin things that I was keeping all my Christmas
Yeah,
ornaments in, and repackaged them in those to keep all my Christmas ornaments in, and then have them all nicely stacked into the Tupperware. So you got Christmas 1 and Christmas 2 down in the basement. They
nice.
get pulled up, and when you open up, you just see all these bounty boxes, but they're all full of Christmas ornaments. I just thought they were really nice to keep everything safe. They had
Yeah,
great box, sturdy,
yeah, good sturdy quality boxes. That's always a nice feature, nice
especially
selling
when you're
point.
shipping Funkos, right?
Yeah,
We never got one. I never got a box that was bad. I think the only time I messed up was I thought, I don't know why. This is how exhausted I must have been from work. I was leaving the office and I had the Biker Scout Endor box in my trunk.
yeah.
And I thought I had taken it out and put it on my shelf, so I tossed it in the dumpster. Went
Yeah.
into work the next day, and I look at my shelf, and I'm like, "Where's he at?" Did I? Oh my god! Ran out to the dumpster, it was already gone. So I had to reorder it. Like I ordered
Uh,
immediately because it had just dropped. So I just reordered another one.
yeah,
But that because I wanted to have the Biker Scout, that was
yeah,
on a speeder bike. So But yeah,
Yeah,
they did a great job. Well, you'll see. They got tons of great
absolutely.
swag in the
Lots of
boxes.
great ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we get into the pop report, because we do have some stuff that we're going to talk about in our pop report here. Um, I picked up a few pops yesterday, the other day.
Oh, let's see
Yeah,
what you got. Show
yeah.
us what you
So
got.
I went into Hot Topic. Actually, I saw Tony post about his Grand Inquisitor that he picked up at Hot Topic, and
Yeah.
I knew mine. I saw that mine had posted a couple days ago before I went in. So I picked up the Obi-Wan. They had the Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Nice.
which he's looking pretty cool. I'm glad they gave him a lightsaber this time. You know, the
Yeah, a
blade.
little more accurate
Yeah.
too from that scene at towards the
So
end.
he's
So
number 629. Then you got 631, the Grand Inquisitor,
he looks
which is
so
cool.
good.
So I'm gonna do a review in comparison to the other one.
I think I
So
might
that
have
that
to when I get mine.
yeah, that won't be till probably next month though. After I do my haul video for July. Then we got the Purge Trooper, which seeing this one in person, the pose on this one's really really cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
Because
like the
I
stance on
want to
this
get
one.
him too. I like him. But
Yeah,
there's two different versions of this guy,
yeah.
right?
There's an exclusive one too for where's the exclusive to? I can't remember. GameStop or something?
Target, GameStop, Walmart,
Target or
probably one of the
GameStop?
three.
Yeah, one of those two. And then we got the young Luke Skywalker, which I'm not sure what to think about him because at first I thought he was like a child size pop, but he looks close to regular size to me. So I'm
I
gonna have
think
to
he
compare
is.
him. I'm
I
gonna
think
have to
he
compare
is.
him to the Anakin Skywalker when I unbox him.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my four Funko pickups from this week. Did you pick anything up?
I did. I did. So I've been on vacation.
Yeah,
So I went down to Ocean City, New Jersey, one of
yeah,
my family's favorite beach haunts.
yeah,
And while I was down there, there's a place that I always go. Since I was a kid, they always had the coolest collectibles, whether it be original Star Wars vintage, Power of the Force from the 90s, and then, obviously Funko Pops, everything collectible. So, of course, I had to check out my haunt there. And while there, I did end up picking up an Ahsoka that I had not had in my
nice,
collection. So it's
nice.
the Ahsoka from the Clone Wars 268, where she's
Yeah,
got the lightsabers, kind of both lightsabers behind her, kind of like. So
yeah,
kind of excited for that.
yeah. Keep talking about your stuff that you picked up. I forgot one thing.
Okay. And then the next thing I picked up is something that I was kind of excited to find, and this was at another collectibles on the boardwalk, and it is one of those Star Wars Funko minis. So I picked up number 36, Grogu, where he's holding the little cup of Joe, cup of tea, whatever.
Yeah, the
Um,
soup or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, the soup. And I want to get 35. There's another one, 35. So I know the two that I want. Um, so when I saw 36, honest to God, Chris, I just saw the number on the box and just
yep,
grabbed it. I knew because I knew what two I was looking for. So I
yeah, yeah.
grabbed it immediately. Looked to see if there's a
So, because
35.
you picked him for photography purposes, yeah, mostly.
Correct. So the reason I picked
So
this
how
up
does he
is
size well? How does he size compared to? Because I know you picked up the what was it, the keychain pop or something, or you picked up a different one before.
so I picked up the wild game
The wild game, that's what it was.
to
So
get
so
this
which
little
one scales
Grogu,
better?
but you can see he's bigger
Yeah. So which
than
one
this little guy.
scales better then?
I think he's going to scale better.
You think so?
I think
With
so.
the regular size pop?
I think so.
Hmm. I guess
Okay.
you got two
And
options,
again,
right?
it depends in perspective. I'm putting them closer to the
Yeah.
camera or not.
Yeah.
But that'll
True.
come into play. So
True.
I end up getting that one, and then so I know I have people out there right now doing from my channel. I have the hashtag
Yep.
one pop one photo challenge,
Yep.
where I've been challenging people to do a Star Wars Funko Pop using some natural light, using a phone, and any other
Yep.
way you want to do it. I've seen some people recreate my style using the what I call my virtual volume,
Yep.
their monitors. But I have hinted that there is going to be a challenge that Gregory Cook Photography and I, because we're going to review all these images. We're going to do a live stream, talk shop about photo, what got us into Star Wars, Funko,
Nice.
and at the end of our live stream, what we're planning is to reveal a another challenge. So if any of our followers are listening here, crossing over to the Star Wars Popcast, you're getting a little scoop on it because the next things I picked up is exactly for that. So I picked up a Remnant Trooper through Amazon, which was kind of cool because it had this sticker, that sticker,
Yeah,
rather
and
than
it was getting sold individually. Yes.
yeah, which kind of surprised. Okay, but I
So
wanted
now,
another Remnant Trooper for this project, so
yeah.
I didn't have to cannibalize the one I have.
So now I'm gonna,
And
you know what? Now I'm gonna have to look on Amazon and see if I can find the Death Watch Trooper because that's the only one I'm missing.
that's the only one I'm missing. I might be looking for that. And then I picked up this guy, and everyone's gonna be like,
Nice.
"He's not a Star Wars Funko Pop."
Yeah, and if
100%,
you're
he's
if you're
not.
not watching on YouTube, if you're listening, it's the what is it? Doctor Strange. What if is that what that one
No,
is?
it's the What If zombie Iron Man.
Zombie Iron Man.
I
Okay,
got the
Zombie Iron Man.
Amazon exclusive because it glows in the dark.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
the
so
reason I have
that's
that
gonna look
is because
really
yeah. So I have it's not a secret for me what I'm gonna create, but I've been saying I've wanted to create like the zombie death trooper, right?
yep,
That we saw in the comics and stuff like that, the
yep,
novelization. So I'm going to do a take on that by customizing and uh, monster bashing these together, literally, and creating something kind of fun because I wanted to have something neat for Halloween. And I thought it'd also be neat after having done my own custom battle damage Vader that I
yeah.
thought it'd be just fun to throw out there for uh, other toy photographers, Funko Pop collectors to do something different. And you don't have to like, cut them apart, do anything. Like one of the other ideas that Gregory Cook did, which I really thought was neat, is he bought a bunch of the repacks of the stormtroopers
Yep,
from last year's celebration with the
yep,
black faces. He
yep.
bought like 4 or 5 of them and he weathered them, like, with the,
Nice.
the watered down oil paints and stuff and acrylics and stuff. And they came out so good. Like it looks like they're weathered. And they've been trudging through some mud and sand. I mean,
Yeah.
phenomenal. I was like, that's
Or
cool.
or it could be even as easy as doing a head swap, like I did on those
On
Stormtrooper
the
Luke and
Han
Han.
and Luke
Yeah,
Stormtrooper. Yeah, exactly. Something like
yeah. It doesn't have
if
to
you
be
want
hard.
to mash two things together, like something from another IP or brand and something like that, and
Yep.
customize it to make Star Wars theme, whatever. So
Yeah.
that's something that we're working on, and so
Nice.
again, trying to be prepared because this is something I was trying to schedule for August. I want to make sure I got the pop, so I got that.
Yeah.
So, ta-da! So mission
Nice.
accomplished. So
Yeah.
now just getting it done. I got the pieces I look because I was almost thinking of getting the Deadpool zombie one, but this one just looked cooler with the blue and the glowing
Yeah. And
eyes and
the glow in the dark eyes will look cool
yeah. So
once it's done.
I'm kind of excited for this one. This is going to look cool. So
Yeah.
um,
That's really cool.
yeah, so that's kind
Yeah.
of one of the things that we've got coming up
Yeah.
on my other channel, Toy Photographer. But it was just something fun. I figured we're here. We can give people early sneak peek access if they're
Yeah.
listening here on our podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So I completely forgot, and I apologize to you, Patrick, about this because I had a couple things come in the Friday after because we recorded the Wednesday just before you went on holidays here, went on vacation, which
Yep.
normally we record on Saturdays just before our episode comes out. But that week we recorded on the Wednesday, and then the Friday, I think it was a Thursday or the Friday, I messaged you like when they came in. So the first thing on this side, actually, the Popcast, the 3D printed
Nice. From
yeah,
Jedi
so that
Left.
came in. Yeah, you commissioned our co-host and friend Lex to do that for us,
That was
and
so
I
cool.
know you wanted to keep that one a secret from me, but then like when you received it, you showed that thing off right away.
I could, dude. It came out
Yeah,
so
so I
good.
don't know if you could tell, like it's kind of sitting on one of the boxes up here, the
I
other
see
end, so
it.
it kind of just it sits kind of good there. But the other
You
thing that
know?
I was really excited about, and man, do I appreciate it, man. So my very good friend Patrick and host and YouTube personality, host of the Toy Photographer YouTube channel, and co-host here. You might know him, Patrick. Um, he sent me
Oh yeah.
the Bitty Pops, all 4 sets,
Yes.
because they were like, I don't know, like $15 down there. And then you only paid for 3 sets. I think you told me.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
them. They had
which
some deal. You bought the three and you get the
yeah, and you
fourth
got
one like so cheap. And
yeah, and that was way cheaper than up here. So Patrick was very kind enough to pick these up for me and send them up my way. So that's the first set. I do have a review coming out later this week on Thursday, so you'll see the full review then. And I think we'll probably do an episode on these guys later. Yeah, kind
yeah,
of
what's
taking a
your
look into
thoughts on
these.
your initial thoughts?
I like them. The quality of like the packaging, and then like I like how you're able to pop the cover off and take a look at them too.
Yeah, I like
But
that
yeah,
they're like a hard plastic
so
shell.
yes,
You know,
so
they're
that's
pretty
the
cool.
first set. Yeah, that's the first set. That's what I got with the Tarkin. That's the second set here with Leia and the two droids, and I got the Tusken Raider.
Nice.
And I also like that they're stackable. So
Yes, and I like the
yeah,
little hole in the back that you could poke your
yeah, to
finger
push it out.
through to push
I
it
wish
out.
they
I
were a
think
little
that
bit
was
snug.
ingenious.
I wish they fit a little bit more snug though. So that's the third
Yeah,
set with a hammerhead. So that's that, and then
yeah. I need to get a hammerhead and a chrome
there's a
trooper.
lot. There's the last one. So I'm missing that Chrome Stormtrooper. So if anyone is listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube and have a couple extra Chrome Stormtroopers, there's
Send
two
them
two
our
fellows
way.
right here, yeah, who could use them for sure. But yeah, boy, do I appreciate that,
I've
man.
got an extra Tarkin and an extra Tuscan willing to
Yeah,
trade.
and I don't know if you noticed because like you can tell what it is at the top without unwrapping it.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so I could trade this one to whoever. It's a fully wrapped and protected um, sand person, Tuscan Raider. So
Nice.
yeah, no, I really appreciate that, man. That really made my day getting those in the mail there and
Nice. I'm
seeing those
glad.
because
I'm
I,
glad.
I was checking the mail like every day. I was like, oh, maybe this is a day.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now. I had a package shipped from Walmart, and so I'm
Yeah,
hoping that some of these 40th anniversaries or
nice.
I'm just excited. And like I was like, I've been gone since I've been back from my travel portion of the vacation. My daughter is a member of the Grand Assembly here for Rhode Island Rainbow Girls, and so
Right.
she's at their Grand Assembly. So, I volunteered to help out with certain things, and I ended up being like helping out doing the audio for the last 2 days. So, like, cueing songs and boop doo, making sure mics are working and stuff for them. So I've been at it all day, and I'll be back at it tomorrow morning. I think they start like they have like devotions or like a little church service thing that
Yeah,
starts it out at like 8. So, and I think it wraps up somewhat early tomorrow, which is nice.
yeah, nice. So shall we get into the pop report?
Let's do it.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
Yeah, so as we said, we recorded a little bit earlier the previous time, so the following day they revealed a couple SDCC reveals here. So the first one's a 3 liter Darth Vader. Um, Thoughts on this one, Patrick? What do you think about this one?
Getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah. If for the chase, I honestly, I'm thinking I just
yeah,
saw.
because they said the website says it's a translucent one,
Yeah,
which
if they do a
I
chase
think
bundle,
yeah, I think it's like
I'm all
the
about it.
translucent one is like the blue like kind of see through material that they use
Yeah.
on some of them.
If
Yeah,
they do that, if I can get both in a chase bundle, I'm so on that
yeah.
because
See,
I just saw the
yeah.
chase bundle for Princess Leia soda,
Oh, nice.
and I was like, ooh, I might do that.
Yeah, so that's got to be showing up here in Canada very soon. Then, if you guys are starting to see some stuff down there for it,
I think the bottle, just even the bottle, is going to look pretty cool.
yeah,
The one you
yeah,
mocked up, I saw you mocked up
yeah.
of
I
that. I
mocked
thought
up
it was
one for my
legit.
video,
It
and
looked
yeah,
good.
well, because you got to assume, you got to think Darth Vader, like it's gonna be a
Red.
red bottle. Yeah, you got to think, yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I'm gonna pass on this one. The only 3 liter one that like the only, well, I guess the only other 3 liter Star Wars soda is a
The
Wampa. I
Wampa.
would like to get that one eventually, but I don't really need a 3 liter Darth Vader. I have the little cans, so that's fine. But it is cool. I do like that they're doing a more 3 liter ones.
I still have my
So
soda. I haven't opened them up yet.
oh
I
Yeah.
don't know
Well,
why
you'll
I'm
have to.
saving it. I'm saving it for one day when I'm bored to surprise myself.
Yeah, and then you'll start taking pictures of sodas too.
No, I think I'll just do the pops. The
You
sodas I'll
say
just
that
leave.
now.
Yeah.
You say that
Well,
now.
we say that now. We say that now. We
Yeah.
don't know.
I said I wasn't gonna get into collecting Funko Pops, but
No,
here
you
I
said
am. Like,
minifigures too. And
yeah,
then I saw your
minifigures too.
recent video where you're at the nerd
Yeah,
said you've got the
yeah,
battle droids, we
yeah,
got a stormtrooper.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope.
But no, those little battle droids look pretty cool that you picked up.
Yeah, yeah, and I got some more clones too. So
Nice. You gotta have an army.
yeah. But back on topic here. So you're gonna pick this one up. I'm gonna pass on it.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
probably pick this
not
one up. I
not
think it'll
because
be
I don't
cool.
like it. It does look cool, and you know, this was one of the rumors that was out floating around there that we were gonna get a Darth Vader. The other rumor was a Chewbacca 3 liter soda, I believe, and then an Ahsoka soda, which haven't gotten revealed. I guess there's still time because I think they're still doing reveals on Sunday and Monday, I
Yeah,
believe.
maybe they could save
So
some of those too for New York Comic Con. That'll be coming
they
up
could,
shortly
they
after.
could, but it was rumored that they were going to be San Diego Comic Con exclusive. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But the next reveal from last week was the young Princess Leia, and this one I'm definitely getting. I like this one.
100%. Yes.
Don't know
Love
where
it.
it's exclusive to yet. I guess we'll find that out in the next couple of days or next few days or whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely getting this one. I like this one. She was a star of this. Well, she wasn't the star of the show, but she stole every scene that she was in for
She
sure.
did great. She did very good as young
Yeah,
actress. And I think, this is exactly, if we go back and watch one of our earlier popcasts here, I could have sworn this is exactly what we were predicting. The green
yeah,
trench coat, reminiscent of
yeah,
Leia when she's older on Endor,
yeah,
Hook holding Lola, the
yeah,
hair. Nailed it.
yeah.
Nailed it.
Oh yeah,
Funko, this
great.
is what we wanted. I just wish we got it earlier. But whatever.
Earlier.
I'll take
Yeah,
it. I'll
I
take
mean,
it.
I guess it's good that they kept it as an exclusive, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I like this one. I'm definitely getting this one. Actually, so Edmonton Expo Fan Expo is coming September. So if I can get this one early, maybe I'll try and get two, and maybe I'll. She's gonna be here, so
Really?
maybe I'll get her to sign it.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Ask her what she thought about being on the Obi-Wan series and stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Get a little mini interview if you can.
Yeah, I'll
You know
try.
what?
I'll
You
try.
know what? If you can, see if you can talk to her about like what it's like. What is it like to see yourself made into a Funko? Like
Yeah,
and
and
part of
also
the Star
Emily
Wars
Swallow's
legacy.
coming up here as well. The armorer.
Oh,
So
she's awesome. She's so
yeah,
cool.
I've seen like people go up to her and like they made her stuff, and she like talks to them, and
Her
like
fan
she
interactions.
yeah, she's been on people's YouTube channels like after they met her, and it's great.
Yeah, I
But
think Tony wishes that was his girlfriend.
I think so.
I think he's claiming it at this point.
No, wasn't that Sabine Wren?
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
Ah, he's
Um,
gonna break. He's gonna break the armorer's heart.
yeah, that's okay. um, yeah, no, but this pop looks absolutely perfect.
Love that. It's
Yeah,
exactly what we imagined
yeah,
and wanted. Right?
yeah,
Nailed it.
yeah. So the next reveal slash leak came just a couple days ago now. At the time that this episode is coming out, I think it got leaked like last Thursday at the time this episode came out. It is a 4-pack of the A New Hope Star Wars Funko Pop. So these were already initially released as 2022 Star Wars Celebration exclusives and Galactic Convention exclusives, which are the shared exclusives. So I picked up the Stormtrooper and Darth Vader and
I
Luke
think I
and
picked them
Leia
all up.
already.
But
I didn't get the
Chewbacca.
Chewie. I didn't get the Chewbacca
I think
because
I missed getting Chewbacca too. I got them all but Chewbacca for
you
some
know what?
reason.
I looked at the Chewbacca and I thought it was the same pose as the one from The Force Awakens, but then I was doing a little bit of research now, and the legs are a little bit different on this one. The legs are spread apart and one's back a bit more.
See, I
So
thought he was the same pose as the retro series, just a different paint.
yeah, it's the same pose as the retro series, but
But
there's
I
number there's
I don't
number
like the flocked at all for
yeah,
photographing. You know, they are cool to have, but for photographing, I'm not a big fan of them. Like
yeah,
I said, I like the vinyl for the contrast with the light on it.
yeah.
So I would skip the 4-pack. But I just had an
It's
opportunity to pick
you
up
know
the
what
Chewy from
my
the
problem is
celebration.
yeah, my problem is this that it's just lazy. Like this is the third time they're releasing these pops,
Y- You know
and
what?
this
This
time the
shouldn't even
only
be
thing
an
they're
exclusive
yeah
to a con. This should be,
no
Sam's Club.
yeah the only thing they're changing with this 4-pack is the flock chewy, and then they go and put flock chewy on what looks like a matte grape base instead of a
Yeah,
black base. Like
it
what?
just doesn't
Where's
make
the
sense.
consistency? Yeah, why aren't you being consistent with your product?
It doesn't make
It's
sense. Like,
lazy. It's inconsistent.
I'm just not getting this one. I'm past. I
No.
have all of them. I have all of them.
Well,
And if I
yeah, and
want the
I passed
Chewy,
on the other. I passed on them when they re-released them the first time,
yeah, if I'm
right?
gonna get
So
the Chewy, I'm gonna get them in the celebration box to go with the others. That's the only one to have that
yeah,
set.
I mean, I'll probably just get them in the A New Hope packaging if I see him for cheap. Because now I know it's a different pose. Because I thought he would. You know which Funko Pop I'm talking about, right? It's the from the Force Awakens. I think he's number like 67 or something.
Yep.
So very similar pose, but I thought it was the same when I saw it, and I was like, no, you know what? I don't need it. But I kind of did a little bit of research, and it's actually slightly different. So different enough where I might pick it up. So we'll see.
And you would know. You just didn't you recently do a top 5 Chewies?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah,
So
you've been staring at these for a little bit. You
yeah,
know.
a little bit. Yeah,
You know a thing or two about a thing or two when it comes to Star Wars Chewbacca pops.
yeah. I think so. So the last leak slash reveal was this guy here. So another Wicket Funko Pop. So this was leaked by disc trackers. Same with the last image there. If you are
I
watching
saw
on
this
YouTube,
popping up
yeah. So
over the weekend.
yeah, so that
Excuse
this person found it in Vancouver, BC, at a Sunrise Records, which is I guess similar to your FYE down there. I think,
me. Okay.
or at least they usually get the same shared exclusives. So yeah, this popped up there. So actually today, the day that we're filming this episode, I actually went to a couple Sunrise Records just to see if they had it out, but none of them had it out. They were like,
Mhm.
no, it doesn't release till the 20th. So, but we're getting a leaked image. So Funko hasn't actually announced this one yet. What are your thoughts on this one? You go ahead.
I'm
You go
torn.
first.
I'm torn. I agree in your thoughts of another Wicket, right? I agree with you on that. I
Yeah,
do like the posing in this one. I think it's kind of different. I'm now wondering. I probably would have opted to get this rather
yeah.
than
Then this one,
the
right?
the re-releasing of that. I would have much rather just gone with this one because I have the Wicket with the green base. That was an Amazon exclusive that came with the
Yeah.
pin.
And then I have the one from previous to that when they released the Han Solo, the same
Yes.
pop, just a different paint finish. So I have
And they
that
did
one
the
as
flocked
well.
version of that same one, right? That older one.
Yeah, I think they did. And then I have the OG blue box one as well. So this is like the
Oh,
fifth. This is the fifth Wicket.
yeah, but at least this one's different. He's not holding a
Yeah.
spear. It's a
So
very different pose. Like he's even on an angle. I mean,
yeah.
I
So you're
like
gonna get
this
them,
one
or
better.
so you're gonna pick this one up then?
Yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll definitely
Yeah.
get this.
Yeah. Same here. So for me, it's a different enough pose where I'm gonna get him because I can kind of put him later in my Funko Pop collection, kind of closer to the Battle of Endor stuff later
Yeah,
in the movie, so later on, so I don't have to have him next to the other Wickets. Um, different enough pose, but
put him
yeah,
near Bread
I'm
Hut.
I'm kind of yeah I'm kind well I don't have that one. I still have to order that one, but yeah no this I would have preferred to just get this one instead of two different sculpts of him, or why didn't they just give us a different Ewok altogether? There's like a handful of other
Yeah,
Ewoks from Return of the Jedi.
Chief Chirpa.
Yeah, Chief Chirpa. Paploo.
Especially
Yeah,
since we didn't get him as a movie moment, right? With
yeah,
C-3PO, they came out that new 3PO in a chair. They could have done him.
yeah. I
They could have,
just, I don't know.
yeah, I don't
It
get
is
it.
what it
I
is. I
don't
mean,
get it.
like I said, I don't. It's not like I don't like it because I do like it. It's a different enough sculpt, but I think it's it's not lazy, but it's Funko not expanding on different characters in their Funko Pop inventory. Like
You know what I was
they could
thinking of?
branch out.
I thought of a great Funko concept the other day for the anniversary Return of the Jedi that
Yeah.
would sell like hotcakes. You ready?
Okay.
Lights and sound, Chrome, C3PO, and the lights and sound is when he's at the end and they're celebrating and he's telling the story of, Star Wars, and he makes the sound effects to,
Yeah,
and do
that'd be
that
cool.
whole scene, lights and sound.
Yeah.
Lights, eyes light up. Done. Take our money. Right? Come on. Especially when you're doing exclusives. It would have been, I mean, I guess it wasn't cheaper to, do the 4-pack or whatever. Maybe it was cheaper to just do a 4-pack and then put the concentration on one really kick ass lights and sound. But I
Yeah.
would have liked to seen something like that. I mean, I don't know. Will we
Yeah,
get
for
that
sure.
opportunity later? Would they go back and do a light zone? I think it would be great.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's certain characters that would make a great lights and sounds. Um, as a 10-inch lights and sounds, I probably wouldn't get it because I haven't really, aside from the
No,
two
I
that I
like the
got,
small one.
I got the two. I got the Grogu and I got the Babu Frick only because they were like a really good deal. Like I think I only paid like $20 a piece for those ones,
Yep.
so I got a really good deal on those
Yeah, I
ones.
didn't
So
get
that's
the
why I
big
got those.
Babu. I got
Yeah,
almost life size,
but
the normal one from the Bounty.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna collect any of the other 10-inch ones. Maybe the Mando if it's cheap enough because the Mando and all the chrome, the way yeah, that's a good one.
That's dude, I have that. That is nice. That is nice.
Yeah, that's the one you should use for your image. There, he's in the walking pose. Could you not use a ten
Does he
inch?
have him in the satch? Does he have him in the satchel there?
I don't. He's carrying. I think he's carrying him, but
I
he's
think
at
you're right. I
least in a
think
walking pose.
carrying him.
So he's got the gun strapped to the
Yeah,
back.
yeah. That might take some adjusting. That would have to I'd have to
Yeah,
shoot against a TV screen
yeah,
for the concept I'm thinking. But yeah,
yeah,
I could possibly
yeah,
do that. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We
So
shall see.
I guess we'll have to wait and see if there's any more reveals because like I said, we mentioned some rumors of an Ahsoka soda, a Chewbacca 3-liter soda, and then I think there was something else too. So
Who knows? Maybe they'll give us like a Balin or something to get us psyched about Ahsoka. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Especially in the
I
character
doubt
cast.
that
Maybe it'll
because
do
like
something.
so far like we've been pretty good with our intel on the stuff we've been reporting. I think, anyways,
Yeah, we have been
not to toot
pretty on
our
the
own
mark.
horn or anything, right?
No, but we've been pretty accurate. I mean, the sources that
Yeah.
we've
So I
been
think
looking and kind of
yeah.
researching with have
So
been pretty
maybe
good.
and like I was waiting for this to get revealed because there was a rumor of an Ewok and this is true. So maybe there is another couple sodas coming. So who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
I'm waiting. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, but Patrick, why don't you take us into our discussion segment of this episode?
All right.
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
So this week, what we're looking at is, as Christopher mentioned earlier in our podcast here, talking about Smuggler's Bounty. And Smuggler's
Yeah,
Bounty was a great thing that Funko and Amazon teamed up and did together.
it was
And
such a good thing. It was such a
I
good
don't
thing.
think there's anyone that disliked or ever thought that it wasn't worth the investment of having a subscription box for this
Yeah,
Star Wars. It was phenomenal. And
yeah,
I remarked how I used the boxes just to pack my orders in. But what was nice is you had these really cool boxes. Your stuff didn't get damaged, right? And
yeah,
we've all seen some of the stuff that ships from Amazon every once in a while, our pops. But it was great. You open it up and you got tons of stuff. So what we did is we kind of went through and I was able to grab all of the images that Funko had for the boxes that they did with Amazon. So the first one here, I think, is January 2016, what they're calling the Resistance box. Now,
Yeah,
this
and
one,
this
I
this was
missed
their
this one.
first box. Was this their first one?
This was the first box, I
Or
believe.
we're
Yes.
going in order then, eh? Yeah.
I think I'm going in order. I could be
I-
wrong. I
yeah.
thought I had them in order. This one, I know was one of the first ones because I did not get this one. There's like
Yeah.
one or two boxes I didn't get in the beginning, and there are one or two boxes
Yeah.
I didn't
So
get
see,
towards the end.
that's the Chewbacca that I thought was similar to the re-released one in the 4-pack, but the pose is slightly different. The legs are slightly different on it.
Yeah, but I didn't get this flocked one. I did not.
Yeah,
get
no, I
this.
just have the common. I have the common that was released for this. So,
Yeah,
but
and the
still, like,
T-shirt was pretty cool. It came with a really cool T-shirt,
yeah,
and then
looks like you
one thing that was
an
unique.
option of 4 different colors. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it had like a gray, kind of like a heathery gray, a blue, and a black.
Yeah, and the mug's
Um,
cool too. Like the ceramic mugs.
Yeah, so you'll see they did another one or two of those later, but this
Yeah,
C3PO is a cool one to have, and they tried to kind of do that take with the red arm with the handle, the arm of
yeah,
the
which is cool.
mug. So I thought that was kind of slick, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of slick. And as you'll see, if you're watching on YouTube or whatnot, one of the other things they included was a patch and a pin with every
yeah,
box, which was kind of
yeah,
unique and cool. And when
yeah,
you opened your box up and they had it positioned, it was like stuck to the box. You just pulled it off, but really cool. I really enjoyed these. So this one I missed out on, and I just never. Again, not really being a huge fan of the flock for photographing. I didn't even, and at the time I wasn't doing. I was just collecting them, but I was like, flocked. I didn't know better even back then. Like, oh, flocked are more rare. Didn't know. So
yeah,
I didn't try to get this one.
yeah,
Then the next one we had, this was the first one I actually received, was the Hoth. It was January 2017, Empire Strikes Back themed. And on this one, you got the awesome Han Solo on the Tauntaun. Like,
yeah.
this pop, like, as soon as I got that, I was like, I was hooked. This was the best Funko Pop I could have imagined
Yeah.
getting.
So I
Awesome.
don't have that. I don't have the pop. I have the little Wampa, the plush, because I picked that one up off of Facebook Marketplace. But I do
Nice.
have the Luke Skywalker, on the Tauntaun, and it's probably very similar to this one. And
Yes, I have both
that's
of
one of the
them.
best. Yeah, that's one of the best pop brides, I think, in my
They're
opinion.
cool. They're really
Yeah,
cool. I busted mine out in a snowstorm or two. But yeah, the Wampa, I really like that little stuffed animal Wampa.
yeah,
I think he's like he sits in a Jabba mug from one of the boxes on my nightstand. But then you
nice.
got a pair of socks.
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't as impressed with the socks, but you got those randomly.
no, but I mean, it
And
makes sense
patch and a
with the
pin.
Hoth box, and you get socks to keep your feet warm from the snow.
I guess, but they're more like dress socks. So they're those acrylic dress socks. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
there's some other duds things that they had in here, which I'm going to
Yeah,
definitely point out and
not
critique on
everything
that.
was a hit or miss. Yeah,
Yeah, some
not
stuff
everything
was
was a hit.
like dud. Like, and you'll see,
Yeah.
you'll see. So next box we have here is January 2018. It was the Sith box.
Yeah,
And this one was pretty cool. So this is kind of when they're doing those mystery minis that you
yeah,
could buy. So they were introducing Darth Maul. So this is the way you could, originally you can get a Darth Maul one, which was fire in its time. It's
yeah,
also the up until recently with the Red Saber series exclusives from GameStop, you couldn't get a Count Dooku unless.
yeah. And that's still one I need to get as well. So
Yeah, and I like this one. I mean, again, an earlier Star Wars Funko Pop, and it still had a lot going on for it. The flowing
yeah,
cape, the
yeah.
holding of the
Not
lightsaber.
in the not in that hero pose.
Yep. And it
Yeah,
was just a nice looking sculpt. You also got a really cool t-shirt. This is a great one. I'll finish what you started or whatnot, where he's Kylo Ren's looking at the melted helmet of Vader, and done like a Funko Pop. Like when I saw
nice.
that, I felt like cheat. I was like, why can't you give me that as a pop moment? That would have been dope.
Yeah,
Dope.
right.
But hey, I'll take. I was accepting of Dooku. I was like, I'll take Dooku. And you also got like the but you still got a patch and pin. I don't think they're showing the patch. But I thought you got a patch, and maybe you just got a pin on this one. I think you got the Vader pin,
Yeah,
but
and
you
the
did get a
little
Vader cup. So
the
you got
cup.
like a Funko Vader kind of graphic on a kind of big plastic cup that you could put like tea, water, whatever in with
Yeah,
a little straw. It was cool. I used it. I think I still have it to this day. It's probably beat up. The kids use it for stuff, but it wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad box. I like that one.
yeah,
And the next one I have on here is the July 2016 box. And this theme was Jabba's Palace.
yeah. And that one's a good one because like I have that pop. I actually got that pop off of Marketplace, and I've seen the cup on Marketplace. So people are selling these. If anyone is looking for the pops or even some of the collectibles that came in these boxes, you can find them on the secondhand market. You just got to look for them.
Yeah,
But I
this
have the pop. The pop's very cool.
yeah, this was a good one. So I did get this one, but my friend Rob Limberg, who I'm going to be joining the 501st doing the garrison with. He's also a droid builder, and he built an R2D2 that I actually brought into work when we had our decorate your cubicle area. Um, I had someone who really raised the bar with his Polar Express. He
Yeah,
basically had like a you had a he was sitting under the sheet of ice with the train going. It was ridiculous. So I was like, all right, I'm pulling out the big guns. So I called that guy and borrowed his R2D2. So for always being super helpful and a great friend, I gave him this R2D2 one because I knew it was going to be a rare one and it would mean something for him building an R2. I
yeah,
gave the C3PO hat to my brother-in-law. I didn't like it. I was like, I'm not. And it looked like Pittsburgh Pirates kind of color. I wasn't a fan of it. Kept the patch, the pin, and the mug. And I also gave my brother-in-law the. He's a huge Boba Fett fan, so I gave him the Boba Fett little plushy guy
nice.
because he has a daughter
Yeah,
who,
yeah,
so figured she would have some fun with that.
yeah. Yeah,
Then,
again, like not everything is a hit. Like if I had got that box, like I'm not a hat person, so
yeah, and
yeah.
some of the stuff was pretty fire, and then some was like, eh.
Like the shirts, I'm all about the
This
shirts.
box.
Yes.
This box, one of my favorites. This is
Yeah.
July 2017. And I
Yeah.
really like this box because one, you got the R5. And up until recently, that was in that 2-pack that we just
Yeah.
got, right? At
Yeah.
Celebration, we didn't have another R5. So that was really cool. The other thing I think people don't realize is R5 actually was one of the few earlier ones that had weathering. Like he has that
Yeah. It does.
sandblasted kind of weathering, which was nice.
Yeah.
Then we've gotten a ton of C3PO, but nothing like this one. We got the
No.
C3PO naked from the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Again, a great prequel
And
edition.
I have both of these pops again, like the Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, they're good. This is
So
a good box.
yeah.
You got the patch, the pin, but then the T-shirt I really like because the T-shirt is the moment when BB-8 and R2 put the two pieces of the puzzle together, and it projects where they could find Luke Skywalker on the
Nice.
map. So I
Yeah.
just thought that was a really cool T-shirt. I really, really, that's one of the ones like I think honestly I tried not to wear it for the longest time to savor that one because I was like, that's a really cool one. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next. So the next one I have, this one is I think the last box they did, which kind of sucked because I think I missed out on the first one or two and the last one or two in my subscription. The way it kind of timed out. Um,
Oh. So you
but
missed all the newer ones then, eh?
I kind of I missed this one, which I'm really pissed because I wanted. If anyone, this is fire. I
Yeah.
wanted this one.
I don't have this one
Um,
either, so
yeah, so you get the Battle of Heroes or Duel Mustafar. It's a movie moment. Excellent. You got Anakin with the Sith eyes fighting Obi-Wan. You got the
yeah.
lava. I mean, it's a great movie moment pop.
Oh yeah.
Then you got the luggage tag of Commander Cody. Honestly, I don't even know where my Commander Cody luggage tag is. I have a Boba Fett one and a Death
I have
Star
a
one,
Boba Fett one too, yeah. I have a Boba Fett one somewhere.
but I
But I
can't.
don't
I
I
don't
don't
know
have
where
the
Cody
Commander
is
Cody.
now. I'm gonna have to search for that because that's a pretty cool one to have. Um,
Yeah.
and then you got the little Emperor. Honestly,
Mystery Mini.
yeah, that would be cool. You got the patch and the pin. So the Emperor Mystery Mini was a cool one to have.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, for
wait, I'm
sure.
like thinking, why don't I have the yeah? Because I didn't get this box. That's why I don't have Cody. Durr.
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
I don't know if I got that one. I'm like, oh, that's right. I didn't get this box. Why would I? That's why I didn't have it. Durr. But yeah, and that patch is really a cool one because you
Yeah,
have Anakin and Vader in the one. That's a cool. That was probably one of the more unique patches in the sets.
yeah,
None most because all of them are just one character, so that was pretty cool to see it split like
yeah.
that.
And the movie moment, it's fire.
Yeah, best one in the whole
Yeah,
collection.
yeah, for sure.
Now this box, this was the March 2016 box that they did, and it was Cantina themed. So this box again, another really cool one. So you
Yeah,
get one. This is kind of neat. You might, if you're looking on YouTube, you'll see the image. You actually have a Chewbacca pen, little pop pen with a
yeah,
mini little. Now that guy is probably about the size of the Christmas Advent guys.
nice.
All right, so that was kind of neat. Then you
Then
had
you
the
got the
patch, the
patch.
pin. Yep, and now you have. So this one was cool because you had a lot of variants. So we'll start with the t-shirts. So the t-shirts you got because it was the cantina. You had different uh, bounty hunters and stuff on it. So you had like Hammerhead, Han Solo. I can't remember the top guys, and then Ponta Booba. I got the Ponta Baba one
Yeah,
mounted shirt, which I liked. That was
yeah,
really cool. I would have taken any of them. They were all
yeah.
damn cool.
And then
But
for
then,
pops, yeah. So
yeah,
I have the Obi-Wan. I have the Obi-Wan, and I have the Red Snaggletooth. The Obi-Wan was actually one of the, I think it was one of the first Funko Pops my wife ordered for me. So
yeah, that's a really cool one. That was one of my favorites when I, first got them because again, it's
yeah,
Obi
that's a
Wan,
great.
right?
That's a great pose.
Yeah,
That Obi-Wan. Yeah,
and then the Snaggletooth. So what makes this one cool and nostalgic for those that might not know, like where do we get a red short gray and then you get this tall blue with silver boots? So that actually came from the Kenner line.
yeah,
So when you first were buying the figures, I believe you could get the blue silver boot one only in a Sears Cantina package at the time. I don't even know if he was a mail away because
yeah.
they used to, cut the UPCs out, the points, and you'd send them in and whatnot. I don't think he was like that. I think he only came in like a Sears version, exclusive of the
Right.
Cantina playset. So I thought this is a really neat nod to that nostalgic kind of take back. It was awesome. I thought again, solid
Oh,
box.
absolutely.
Two killer pops, a kick-ass T-shirt.
Two
Again, your
killer
patch
pops,
pin.
and like the chance for that blue Snaggletooth, right?
Yeah, that just made it more fun. I
Yeah,
still want to get the blue snaggletooth. When I got it, I
yeah. Me
got the
too.
red guy, which
Yeah,
and honestly, even in my when I was trying to get the figures as a kid, I never got a blue snaggletooth. So I
yeah,
think that's what I do want to get that pop. That's a grail for me. That's a
yeah.
quest.
Same here, and it's not an expensive Grail either. So
No, I don't think. Honestly, I think he'd be a cooler one to have gone up. Because the real figure, action figure, three and a
yeah,
quarter is pretty pricey for that guy.
yeah, and he would fit in so well with the 3 pack of the Cantina aliens.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Again, a right take off the Kenner figure. So I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. Now here's one that's really
Yeah, this
awesome.
is a firebox. Again,
Yeah,
another firebox. This is
again.
the
So
March
I got
2017.
the 2 pops out of it because I got these 2 pops. I got these 2 pops, the Darth Maul and the Rex, and then the R5D4. I think I paid like 20 or 30 bucks for all 3 of them.
Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, really good deal.
The price of a box. So on this, pardon the yawn. So on this one here, you got a really cool Star Wars Rebels T-shirt, and
Yeah,
anyone that watched the show, I think, can easily identify the beautiful color scheme in that shirt. The graphic shirt with that orange, the blue, and the purple
yeah,
tone to it. Very reminiscent of the color scheme of the show. So I think just on that alone, I was like, wow, they really are nailing the Rebels here. They gave you, I can't remember what these things were, but the chopper, it's not a Funko, it's some other thing. I got the
yeah.
champagne looking one of
Okay,
that.
yeah. I've seen them on again Facebook
It's like
Marketplace.
translucent and
So
glittery.
yeah,
It's
glitter translucent. Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't a fan of it, but the mall and the Rex, fire,
Yes.
fire,
Yes.
and Old Man Rex, which was cool,
And
right?
like
From
you said, the
Rebels, like
shirt. The shirt's awesome.
it is solid. And then you got a patch and a pin. You got Zeb on the patch, and Sabine, I think, was the pin on this one. I mean,
Yeah.
just all around, you got a little. There's a little something for every person that really liked Rebels in that. It was cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. Solid box.
So then we go. The next one I pulled up is the March 2018, which is the Endor theme. And this was one I told you the funny story about accidentally throwing it out.
Yeah.
So a little pissed that I did that first round, but this one came again dress socks, but I actually like these because they kind of had that ombre kind of gradation from like a
Yeah.
dark to light. So what
Yeah.
it does is it kind of does that for like the night sky of Endor with the woods, and you got the satellite dish kind of as a silhouette, and then the Death Star on at the top of it in the sky.
Yeah.
So a really cool pair of socks. So I actually really did like these better. They felt a little better. They feel a little better. I think I still have them. I like them. So sometimes when I'm going to like my lodge or something like that, I'll wear those. Now this one was cool because it had the pop ride with the biker scout on the speeder bike. Awesome,
Yes.
just menacing, cool. I love that
Yeah.
thing. Kind of had that Reaper look to it. It was just cool. You got your patch, your pin. Now this came with a little tin, and I believe the socks might have been in the tin. I don't know what else could have been in the tin, but it had a really cool little Endor themed tin, and then
Yeah.
it had like a little Ewok bag clip kind of character,
Nice.
very similar to those things that Lex has been collecting.
Yeah.
But
And
like this is a very earlier version, very fluffy, and cute. But I
and
had
the thing about these boxes, like it was great. You would either get like one or two, like two regular size pops, or a pop ride, or a movie moment.
correct.
So
Correct. And they you didn't really know. I mean, there were people that would get their boxes early and leak them.
yeah,
Um, I avoided it honestly because I
yeah,
just
it's a
wanted to be
nice little
surprised.
surprise. Yeah,
I honestly like being surprised. There's a couple times where I think I even went on the Funko site and they would have something to reveal, and I accidentally saw one or two of them. And I was like, not that I was like, oh, I'm man, I saw that, but I was like, I don't know, kind of took the luster out of it when I got the box. I was like, yeah, and
yeah,
maybe because they weren't like ones that I was like, yeah, but they're all pretty damn good.
yeah,
All right, so and the next one I have pulled up here is the May 2016, which the theme was bounty hunters. Again,
yeah. And again, like the pops.
both pops. You had
Yeah,
IG-88, right? That was the
yeah,
first time we got that kind of droid. Um, and then you got the Boba Fett. I think this is one of the first with their acrylic base. If it wasn't Django, then this one
yeah.
possibly. But this Boba Fett one, I think this is widely like really sought after. This one, I
Yeah.
remember people contacting me like, "Hey, you keeping that pop?" I'm like, "Yeah, why? Oh yeah, I'm keeping that one. That's awesome." Because they're like, "Oh,
Right?
because you didn't want it, I was going to offer you some cash." You're like, "Oh no, I want that." The shirt on this one, this is one of my favorite shirts I think from the collection because it was different than all the other shirts because the other ones are very pop oriented for
Yeah.
the most part, but this one just had these really cool kind of like quick sketched outlines of all the different bounty hunters against a yellow against a navy shirt. So just a nice simple shirt but really cool.
Right.
And then you got the patch, the pin. You had Bosca's your I remember having Bosca's the pin on this one, and then the Boba Fett patch, which was pretty
Nice.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, the patches were neat because they're all the same kind of size, and they usually have
Yeah.
like
And you know what?
a rebel symbol,
I
an
bet you
imperial
there's
symbol,
somebody
a
out there who probably
symbol.
took all these patches and put them on like a denim jacket or something, and I bet it looks cool.
Yeah, and one of the things I was thinking because I have all mine saved. All of I think all my patches are still in the plastic. So what I was thinking of doing was doing like Velcro on the back, kind of like the military. Right? You got your
Yeah. Yep.
flags and stuff. You can pull them right off and put them back
Yep.
on. I was thinking of doing that where I had a jacket, just so I could swap out the different patches when I wore it.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, thought it'd be kind of
Yeah.
fun. But
Yeah.
they're cool patches, dude. They are cool
Yeah.
looking. Very cool looking. All right, so let's get to. All right, again, like
Yeah.
it's hard to say all the boxes suck because some the pops in them were just pretty badass. Some of the other
Yeah.
stuff, not
The
as
pops
much.
and most of the other stuff are pretty good. Like the patches and the pins look
Yeah,
awesome.
this is one I'm gonna give some hell to, right? So the pop, like I said earlier, Luke on the land speeder, take my money all day long.
Yeah.
Nostalgia, awesome pop ride, really dope pop ride on this one. You got the patch and pin, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now the salt and pepper shaker, Han versus Greedo. Um, my wife ain't gonna let me put that on our dinner table anytime soon. So they sit on my nightstand. Because they're ceramic and they're kind of cool. But like, maybe when I fix up my basement, I'll be able to finally put them somewhere, give them a home, somewhere
Yeah.
permanent. But
Yeah.
here's the thing that I was like, what? Like the Star Wars sweatbands, athletic sweat one, they were like kid size because putting them
Is that
on,
what those are? They look like
yes,
up
they're
socks or like
sweatbands. They were so cheesy. Like I would one, they were ill fitting for any adult to have.
yeah.
Two, I don't see anyone that's collecting, and again, just me, because I can see someone like Noah who works out maybe utilize them, but like that's so 1980s sweatband.
Yeah. And they didn't include the headband.
Yeah, right. That was
You gotta
that was a fail in my book. Those I
Yeah.
don't know if they thought it would be funny and retro-y, but I just see no purpose in them.
No.
Like I think I had them as a kid in the 80s, like
Yeah.
I played baseball and basketball and all sports and
Right?
stuff. So but those didn't fit. I mean, I could have given my kids, but like, what were they going to do with them?
Yeah.
That was weak. That was weak. But the pop for as weak as that box was, that pop was made
Yeah.
up
The
for all.
pop's good. The salt and shaker peppers are cool.
Not bad, right? They're not
Yeah.
bad, but it's
Yeah.
like kind of eh. Now
Yeah.
this box here is one that I think I missed out on for sure
Yeah. Because
because
this is a newer one. This is one of the newer ones.
yeah, you had the Mud Trooper, awesome. The hat, just look at that hat. I mean, it's a really nice hat, a snapback
Yeah.
style. The keychain was a Stormtrooper blaster. That's pretty cool keychain.
Yeah. You got the
Um,
Lando.
yeah, you got a Lando Mystery Mini,
Yeah.
which
Which
was
they're
really
they're
nice.
called mystery minis, but in these things they came and you knew what they were because it had the image on the
Correct.
box. So
Correct. And this one, I think, was a take on the Funko that was like I don't know if it was a chase, but it was like an exclusive, like
yeah, I can't remember where it
Topic or
was. Hot
somebody, I
Topic or
think.
something. Yeah.
And then I didn't get this, and I would have loved to have this one because the muddy Han and Chewie linked
Yeah.
together. Now I had
Yeah.
seen this pop sold separately.
I
Um,
had two.
yeah, so that was kind of interesting, but I never picked it up, and it was one I wanted
Yeah, I
because I
still have
thought
to get
Solo
that.
was a fun movie, and that was a great
Yeah.
scene.
And I like how normally I wouldn't want two pops like that on a base, but for these two it makes sense because they're linked together, right? What are
Yeah,
you gonna do? You
by the
can't
chain.
have the
Yeah,
chain. Yeah.
they're like a
So
chain gang. But
yeah.
what was great about it is it's that scene where they're chained up together, thrown in that pit, and they have to get out by fighting each other.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
calls them like a milk moocher or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. He gets them all pissed off, and that's how they escape. But again, a fun pop. And what's great is obviously with Chewie, you've got so much going on in the hair, but they did a really good sculpt trying to get some separation with the mud and stuff on him. Right, so
Yeah.
they did a good job.
Yeah.
And,
It's definitely one I
Han
want to
looks
pick
great.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't even mind picking up that cap. That's a pretty damn cool cat. I like
That's
that.
a cool cap. Yeah.
That's a cool cat. All right, and this is an early box too. This is one of the earlier ones that I didn't
Yeah.
get.
And this came with that Chrome Phasma.
Yes, it did. So this is November 2015. It was the theme was First Order, so it was all Force Awakens. So you
Yeah.
got the TIE pilot, and there was a chase where you got the
The Chrome one? Is
No,
it
the
chrome?
TIE
No.
pilot had red
Oh, the
markings
red marking. Yeah.
on his helmet. I think he was like an elite TIE pilot with the red markings. And
Right.
then so that was like 1 in 5 that you would get a chase. You got your pin, your patch, you got a little lanyard, and then the chrome phasma, which being that phasma was chrome, that was dope. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the shirts. The shirts look awesome too.
Yeah, they did look really cool. Any one of those I would take. I think if I would have liked to gotten the snow trooper one. That's cool.
Right.
I don't know. I just like that one probably best, even over the Kylo.
The
And
Kylo one looks pretty cool.
yeah, they're all cool. But they did some cool stuff. They really did
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Absolutely.
So next one I have on our list was the November 2016, which was Rogue One themed.
Yeah.
So
So I have the
very
Jyn Erso
cool.
from this box.
Yeah, this. I have this Jyn Erso lover. I have both. Obviously, the Death Trooper on this one, and the
Yeah.
Jyn. But
And then you got one of those little crystallized
I
looking.
did. Which one? I think I got the clear one on this. Like
Yeah,
just
I've
totally
seen
clear.
people selling these things, and I'm like, you know what? They're not for me.
I honestly think I tossed this one out. I don't think I kept it. I honestly think I just tossed it. Like, not gonna even bother with it.
Yeah.
Patch pin and the shirt I liked. The shirt I liked. It was that shirt, which I thought was cool, was more of a recreation of the actual movie poster in pop form. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the best box, but the pops are cool. The pops are
Yeah.
solid each time. That's the thing.
Yeah. All right, here's another one. This is November 2017, Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Um, and this one, it was one of the two of what they called the mystery minis, those small mini ones. Um, I got the Luke with the walking stick. I did not get Luke standing there patiently in his white robes.
Yeah.
Um, you got the little Ray keychain,
Yeah.
which is kind of but again, the pop right on this one was Poe Dameron in X-wing. Like, come on, like
Yeah. See, that's the
that was
thing. Like
cool.
the pops, like even just for the pop, because I don't know how much you guys were paying because I never actually got the boxes like the subscriptions, but like how much were you guys paying? I think the value, like even if you just wanted the pop and you threw
Just under
everything else
30
out, it
something a
would.
box.
Yeah. So I
30,
think like
36, 38, but it was like $50
yeah,
worth of stuff.
yeah. So even if you were to just throw out the everything but the pop, you'd still have what you paid for.
Yeah. And this came with a pair of socks
Yeah.
and a bandana, and I got the first order bandana.
Nice.
Yeah. I still think that's in its cellophane. I don't think I took it out. It's in my closet somewhere. The socks, wore those. Yeah, worn them. They're not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like
Every
Christmas
time the
toys.
pops
Socks.
are, yeah.
Kind of like you
Eh,
tossing your boxes behind you. You
But
know.
every single box, like the pops are just perfect. They're fire.
This one was great. This is September
Yeah.
2016.
So I have the Tarkin. I don't have the Vader though.
Yeah, this was cool because it was Death Star themed, right? So which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting because Death Star themed. When was Vader really with his lightsaber reaching out like that? Like to
Yeah.
me, it reminded me more of
Rogue
Empire, like
One.
him
I
talking to Luke.
see. I thought it was more like Rogue One at the end of Rogue One when he's at the end of the
Yeah,
Tantive 4 there.
yeah, it could have just as very well been that.
Yeah.
Again, that's the only time you got a Tarkin pop, so that was cool, right?
Yeah.
Patch pin. I think it was a stormtrooper. Oh, and that's where I got
Luggage
the
tag.
Death Star luggage tag. Death Star
Yeah.
luggage tag, and the T-shirt on this one was Vader versus Kenobi. The Death Star like, versus like that's just badass. That was a
Yeah.
great shirt.
Great one.
Yeah, this was a good box. I really coveted that one. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Then we have September 2017, which the theme was Jedi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did probably get this, but I'm looking. I'm like, I don't remember that Yoda, but I'm sure I did get it, and I probably gave him
Yeah.
away to my niece.
See, so I have Ayla Secura. I don't have the Kenobi. I have to get
Oh
that
yeah,
Kenobi.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got these suckers. They're awesome. I photographed the
yeah,
Kenobi. I have not photographed the Ayla, but
yeah,
um, I think it was Lainey that pointed out that they kind of like painted her
yeah.
stomach.
The brown stomach.
It's
It's,
incorrectly
it's,
painted. I did not
it's
notice that until she
yeah. I
pointed
know.
that
I
out.
noticed that. I noticed that right when I bought the pop a couple of years ago. I noticed that right away.
But very cool. It was this
Yeah,
was, again the pops are what made it. No one really cared for the stuffed animal Yoda. You got your pop, your pin. The pin was cool. As you got Plo Koon in this one, which I thought was kind of neat.
yeah,
And then the shirts. I in the shirts I end up getting the Yoda shirt, which is pretty
yeah,
nice. It looks
yeah.
like you got Obi-Wan,
Can't
you
go
got
wrong with
Luke,
that.
you got Qui-Gon. So yeah, any one of those shirts would have been fire to get. Um, yeah, and and I'm looking at them, I would have really liked that Qui-Gon shirt probably. That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
that would be a cool one.
That would have been a
Yeah,
cool one.
yeah,
All right, so here is now I'm not quite sure as the timing of this one, but this is a cool one. They actually changed the boxes a little bit, so the boxes weren't as sturdy as the thicker black, the Imperial little pellet windows,
yeah,
box. This is but they're still very nice. This is kind of more if you have the Mando mystery boxes. This is
yeah,
kind of that feel to them. It's kind of got that gloss to them,
yeah.
a little
These ones are
thinner.
more recent, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
So in this, you got your Lando keychain, you got your mini pop, which is a good one. It's Chewbacca carrying C-3PO on his back because I think this was an Empire theme,
yeah,
or at least Cloud City. No, this is Cloud City,
yeah.
and so that's where you get Boba gets his bounty movie moment, which is
Which is
Boba
awesome.
Fett with the Han and Carbonite. It's like a 2-4 pop like
Right.
that. That's a badass movie moment. Love that.
Yeah, yeah,
Love that.
yeah,
I when I was kind of developing my shooting styles with trying to use the backdrop, I could not wait to bring when I started kind of playing with it and all that. I could not wait to eventually have gotten this one in front of my camera to shoot like that because this one is dope. I love this
yeah.
pop.
Absolutely.
The next one we had, this I know, I'm not sure the timing, but this was Jabba's skiff was the theme,
Yeah,
or Jabba's palace rather, Jabba's palace.
yeah.
So
So
this,
this one I actually I have all the items. I can't remember if I got the box off of Marketplace or somewhere. I don't remember, but I have all of the items. So I must have got the box somewhere on Marketplace, or maybe my
yeah,
wife picked it up for
it's
me. I
funny
don't
because
remember.
I don't know what the heck happened. I know I had that little mini Jabba
Yeah, I
mini.
have that. I have that sitting on my shelf. So,
I don't know where he is now, but I had
and I
that.
have
That
the
was a
Boba.
cool
I have
one.
the Boba Fett keychain or the luggage tag there, and I have the
Yeah,
shot
I
glasses.
have that on my luggage now, and I
Yeah.
got the R2 shot glass. I did not get the Salacious Crumb. I got
Oh,
R2.
really? It came with both.
Um,
So,
did it come with both? I thought it only
yep.
came with one.
No, I got them both.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll have to look. Now I'm going to question myself.
yeah.
Did one break maybe in my box? Maybe that's something
Oh,
that was up. Maybe that's why I only have one.
yeah. It could
Um,
be.
that could have been what happened. But
Yeah,
I do love the Lando, and I can't remember
yeah.
the other character.
Cla-
But just he's a really cool looking alien and creature.
yeah.
A lot of detailing in the scales of his
Oh,
face.
yeah, for sure. And
And
great
so with the
poses too.
Lando. That Lando pop's beautiful. That is an
Yeah.
underrated pop. Really
Oh,
nice.
yeah, for sure.
All right. The next one we have is this was a
The
Dagobah
Dagobah theme.
theme.
Yeah,
So you got I believe it was a sticker of the Jedi Order
yeah.
symbol.
So they kind of moved away from the patch and pins at this point.
Uh, I can't remember. I think they still had some of those in there. I can't
Yeah, but
totally
not
remember.
in every box like they had before, because every other
Yeah, I
box.
think they start tapering back a little bit different.
Yeah,
And the R2, I don't know. I can't even remember what the heck
yeah.
that is.
So I got this movie moment at a collectible store when I was back in Vancouver, BC. There's a great collectible store there. If Patrick, if you're ever in Vancouver, or if any of our listeners or subscribers on YouTube are in the Vancouver, BC area, go check out Toy Traders. They have an amazing selection of Funko Pops and just an incredible diorama set up in their store. Like
Yeah.
you just go there and you can geek out for hours there.
Oh,
It's
I'm
so
sure.
great. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's where I picked up this
This is a
movie moment.
solid movie
It's so
moment. I
cool.
mean,
Like they
I
haven't
would have
done
never
anything.
thought they would have depicted this scene because it's a
Yeah.
very dark scene, and to me, as a kid watching Empire Strikes Back, this is kind of when I realized like there's something more to this. Like it's not just
Yeah.
like your typical Flash Gordon style, good guy,
Yeah.
bad guy wins, at the end, or there's a cliffhanger the next week. This really started kind of more like self-reflection, am I going to be good? Am I going to go turn to the dark?
Yeah.
So I love this, and I actually photographed this not too long ago. So I just love this one. And then
Oh
the
yeah, it's
mini,
great.
the mini of this one I enjoyed. He used to sit on instead of having the bobbling hula scoop, a hula skirt person in your dashboard. I had this Yoda for a while. I just took a little fun tack and stuck him to my dashboard for
Yeah,
a while.
why not?
I like this guy. This is a nice looking Yoda. I actually almost debate it. So I shoot this and kind of make him look like Grogu and make him look younger, but no, this is a cool pop though, a little mini one. I like that.
Yeah.
Again, another nice box.
Yeah. Solid for sure.
This one was really cool. This one's now that I look at this, I'm like, I gotta find my T-shirt because I
Yeah.
remember
This
having
was a
that. I'm
Wookiee
like,
themed
where
one,
is
I
that
think
one?
it was, right? Wasn't it Wookiee themed?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was.
So yeah, I have this one. This Chewbacca was my number one Chewbacca in my top 5 Chewbacca Funko Pops. Which I
I
know
recently
I
photographed
said
this very
Chewbacca and
recently.
I said Chewbacca like 5 times there. So
Yeah, this is a good one.
great one. The
Because you
soft
got
tubing on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
awesome looking pop. And
Yeah.
again, Empire Strikes Back, that Minox scene
Yeah.
inside the space slug, it was cool.
Yeah.
The pint glass, loved it. I think after 2 washes, the graphics were gone off the glass.
Yeah.
So don't put them in dishwashers. Hand wash them. It's like the old Burger King ones that people collect. So I know Padawan Collector did the Burger King glasses. So this is a cool pint glass. Don't put it in dishwasher because
No.
it will be a
Or heck, don't
beautiful
even use
clear.
it.
Yeah, after 2 washes, it'll be a beautiful clear pint glass with no graphics.
Yeah.
True story. And then the mystery was like one of the leaders of the Wookiees.
Tarful, isn't it? Is it Tarful?
I think, yeah. I couldn't remember his name, but yeah. A cool looking mini.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
the shirt was fun. Let the Wookiee win. That was a cool one.
Yeah.
This one here was a Vader themed.
Yeah.
So you got a pretty cool Vader.
Yeah. So this one I do have, and it's my only Chrome Pop.
Oh,
So
yeah?
I know. So I know I make a big deal about the Chrome Pops and them being lazy. This one, the only reason I have this one, I got it in a deal because I bought a bunch of these ones, a bunch of these Smugglers Bounty Pops on Marketplace, like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And the guy
Yeah.
had this one in the bundle. So that's the only reason I have the Chrome Vader. That's the only Chrome Funko
Yeah,
Pop I have.
I have this Chrome Vader. I don't know what I did with the little mystery mini. Don't know what I did with that. I have no idea. I thought
Yeah.
I had it. I don't know where. It's somewhere. And then the bottle opener. I've kept the bottle opener in a car thinking I'm going to use it, and I've for some reason haven't got.
What are you doing in your car where you need a bottle opener, Pat?
Well, I figure I'm gonna,
having
like
having an
good old
adult beverage on the way home?
Yeah, I guess I think I'm gonna be cool, and I'm gonna go to some party like I did back in my
I guess
college
so,
days
eh?
or something, and need a bottle opener at the ready.
I
So
guess
you have
so,
to have
right?
the Vader
You never know.
lightsaber version.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
never know,
no,
right?
yeah, no. I got boring once I got married and had children, and just doing the daily grind. So yeah, there's no partying and need for bottle openers at the ready in my car, but it's there if I need it.
Yeah, you never know. You might be driving down the road and somebody might be stuck on the side of the road, can't open
Yeah.
their
Well,
bottle of Coke or whatever, right? And
exactly. Like we live in Rhode
there
Island,
you go.
so there's
Yeah,
many a time you're at the beach, you're at you're at the harbor or whatnot, and you're
yeah,
trying to crack up drink, and inevitably it's a good Sam Adams, from Boston, and you need a bottle opener. So I've got one.
Yeah,
It
there you
might be
go.
a short walk to the car. We'll get out, Darth Vader's lightsaber. Boom, we're in
Yeah,
action.
cut that thing open, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, this one you're gonna like.
This one was a good one. Yeah, because
This
I
box
have
is
both of these
cool.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah, both pops. And I saw
yeah,
your
solid.
top 5 creature.
Yep.
I know Sebulba made yours, and
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good pop. That
it's a
is
good pop. It
good
has to
pop.
be on someone. It has to be on your top 5. If it's not on your top 5, Patrick, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I don't think it is. And
Oh,
dude, there's a few creatures that
you know what? It's tough because there's so many good ones.
there is, and for me, there's so many that I haven't even photographed yet. That
Yeah,
Morak, the ones the Amazon exclusive, that white furry guy,
yeah, yeah.
or is it
But
a female?
for
Is it a
I,
female?
I think it's a female because
I have
the
not taken mine out of the
eyelids.
box. Saw your review, and I
Yeah,
noticed you point out the eyelashes. Never
the
noticed that.
eyelashes. Yeah,
Never noticed it.
yeah,
And because I think again because I didn't take mine out of the box, Tony, I would have missed all that gorgeous detail, the backpack he's got going on there
yeah.
on that pop. So,
Or she.
yeah. So I thought that was interesting. But
Yeah.
this one here, the T-shirt was fire. It was the Boonta
Yes.
E Pod Race T-shirt, and
Yeah. Great color too.
really cool.
That blue color. Yeah. Great color.
Totally different. Again,
Yeah.
like I can't tell you how many compliments I got on that T-shirt. Like, where'd you get that shirt? I was like, oh, I had a subscription box. More so than the black ones. I think that's why people probably just because it didn't just say
It's different,
Star
right?
Wars sci-fi.
Yeah.
It took a moment and I looked at it. I was like, oh, check that out. The pin, not a fan of it, but it's more of a
Yeah.
Anakin in the pod racing, kind of riding in it pin. But
Yeah.
it was fine. It's just big. It's a big one. It's a lot
Right.
different than the normal pins they were given.
Yeah. Yeah. You can kind of see they moved away from the little pin and the patches here.
Yeah. Now this was an interesting one.
Yeah.
This was Rise of Skywalker themed.
Yeah. This was one. This is like the second last box that they ever did.
Yeah. Awesome T-shirt, right? Awesome T-shirt. And
Yep.
getting this shirt, I got so hyped. Oh, we're going to see Knights of Ren. It's going to be no.
And then you were disappointed by it.
Yeah, I honestly thought Knights of Ren were going to be such a bigger
Yeah.
part.
I mean that. I will give you that. They were underutilized in that movie, but I still enjoyed the movie.
Here, I've got an idea. If they canceled the show Acolyte, I don't know if you've heard the rumors of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see that rumor being true because they're so
Can't.
far
There's gotta
into
be
production.
too
They showed a trailer at Star Wars Celebration, so
too
I
much into
don't.
it.
Yeah, I think it's just a rumor.
Even if you did a season and you threw it in, whatever, great. You know what? Do the fans some good. If you
Yeah.
want to kind of get us sold in that sequel trilogy because it was very divisive, amongst fans. Tell a fucking cool story that people want to see. Let's have the Knights of Ren give a little backstory about how Kylo and those guys got together and what missions they
Yeah.
were going on. Let's show that. I mean,
Yeah,
they have this great helicopter panoramic, got a circle around them standing there like,
yeah. The
nothing.
music was great and stuff, and yeah,
No. They did nothing but stand around and look cool. That was it. That was lame.
Yeah.
Lame. But great shirt, great pop. Love the pop.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh, yeah,
nice
for
hooded
sure.
Kylo Ren with his lightsaber drawn.
Yeah.
Very cool. And again, you get one of the Knights of Ren. And this one was different because I did the Hermetite chrome finish or whatever on all of them. I got those
Oh,
instead
okay.
of trying to get the normal ones. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
because the normal one, because you know what, the normal ones were exclusive to like different shops. Each one was exclusive somewhere else,
Gotcha.
so a little bit tougher to get.
Yeah,
So
I did the
I think I'm still missing the Walmart exclusive one and the Funko Shop exclusive one.
Yeah, and those I just did the chrome, that kind of
Yeah,
chromey.
just easier to get, right?
I don't know if it was easier because I mean I had to go individually. I didn't get them all together,
Oh,
but
but
I
they weren't
enjoyed them.
exclusives though.
What's that?
I don't think the Chrome ones were exclusives. I think
I
they were
think
just.
they were. I think they might have been.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, I think they might have been Entertainment Earth or something.
I'll have
But
to look
I
into it.
eventually got them. Now I would have liked to have the Sith Trooper, but I got a
Oh yeah,
sticker. I got a lame little sticker.
yeah.
And then the pin. It took me a while to figure that out. The pin is actually, if you see the Imperial Rocket Trooper, the concept, that's the symbol that was on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that is the symbol for the, like, flying troopers, Sith
Yeah,
troopers and whatnot. So
yeah,
kind of cool. Again, if you didn't know
yeah.
what it was, it was
Kind
kind
of
of
a deep
meaningless
cut
then.
there.
Yeah, that's a tough
Yeah,
one. You got to be geeking out to realize what that was.
yeah.
Um,
You got to be like Star Wars Explained to know that one.
yes.
Yeah,
And the last one we have for the night here is we
yeah.
got the last box. Again, we mentioned this earlier. Cool T-shirt. I'm actually sporting that one
Very
right
cool
now.
T-shirt. Yeah, and the two
Um,
pops were great.
yeah, you got a Babu Frick, which I said is practically life size, right? So the Azelian. So I
Yeah,
loved him. Great pop. And you got a real of all the 3POs. I thought this is a really neat take because you actually see him from Rise of Skywalker, where they kind of hand him the bowcaster and everything. So he's kind
yeah,
of cruising ship. So I thought that was kind of neat to see him kind of strapped with all that crap. Again, you got a sticker, a race sticker, and a Dio. I think it's a little pin. And I was like,
yeah, yeah. You can definitely tell with the more recent boxes that they kind of were a little bit lacking as far as like
yeah. I don't even
content
think I
and
kept the
extras.
pin. I don't recall still even having that
But
pin.
still, the pops every single time where they were solid pops. They were great
Nailed them
pops.
every time. It was the
Yeah,
other stuff that kind of like, but like
yeah,
the one where you got the wristbands, the sweatband.
yeah. Like,
You
come
got
on.
the land speeder. So what could you possibly complain about? That's I felt like
Yeah,
they gave us that on purpose. Like,
like I said,
we're
like
gonna give you something fun and nostalgic, and either you like it or
you got your money. You got your money's worth with the Funko Pops by
yeah,
themselves. And then if you wanted to keep the T-shirt, yeah, go ahead. Like for me, like the T-shirt and the pops, or even like the T-shirt and the pins and the T-shirt and the patches, those are all good. Or the mystery minis even are good. Like the stickers are
absolutely.
kind of but
I
yeah.
mean, a lot of people like to put them on their
So
laptops and
so
stuff.
you have the majority of these, then.
I do, I do.
Yeah.
I've only missed like 2 or 3 boxes,
Yeah. See,
4 boxes top. There's
I
usually
don't
two in
have
the
a lot
beginning,
of
two at the
the
end somewhere.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of the pop rides. I have most of the newer ones. So like these last few boxes, like this one, the the one with Kylo Ren, the pod racing box,
Yeah,
there were I have quite a few of the more recent ones, like the pops, anyways. So,
yeah, they
but
did a really
a
good job.
solid job. Yeah, I you know what, Funko needs to bring them back. Like
Bring
Funko, if
this
you are,
back. I mean, do we have to get a petition signed like Funko Fanatics? Let's Funko
yeah,
evangelists out there. If you're listening and you want to see it, I mean,
yeah, you
they
gotta.
did recently in the last year or so, last year or two. There
Yeah,
was a thing they were
they were
bringing it
talk.
back,
There was talk about it, and
dude.
nothing ever happened.
Talk talk. There was ad. I paid money. I put pre-order money, like ready to go. Got reimbursed, canceled the whole nine. Like I was like ready to go. Put it in. Like
Yeah,
signed up for a new membership.
I guess somewhere they were like, you know what? Let's do individual pops and release them one by one, and let's not send everyone their pops right away and make them wait for them for months to get
I
them. And
Yeah, I don't get it, Christopher. I really don't. But
no,
this was so money, so money. Why
yeah,
don't we go back to this? I mean, they're still doing other boxes like Marvel
yeah.
ones and Disney ones. So why would you
I mean,
stop this?
in a way, I guess they're doing the Mando boxes, but they're still not the same. You're paying more for them.
They're
You're
not the
not
same.
getting. Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
the
they're
same.
not the same because you
Yeah,
randomly stick different ones in each box. It's not like this. You knew exactly what you're getting.
yeah. Like that first gaming greats box, it was only two pops. You don't have to worry about going out and getting a second box. It was
Yeah,
reasonably priced because I think it was only like $30 here
yeah,
in
the one with
Canada.
Bastia or whatever with the
Yeah,
yellow
and
lights,
the
double bladed.
Jedi Knight Revan. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a cool. I picked that up. That's well
yeah,
worth it.
yeah.
Well,
Definitely
I think
well
you get
worth
like
the
a
money.
lanyard or something in there, and
Something like that. Yeah,
chain too or something. That was cool.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But that does it for this episode of the Star Wars Popcast. Patrick, let people know where they can find you when you're not on here.
When I'm not here chatting all things with you, Christopher, about Star Wars Funko Pop, I'm on my own channel, Toy Photographer, and I do creative images of Star Wars Funko Pops, recreating some cool iconic scenes, things like that. Like I mentioned earlier in our episode tonight, we shamelessly plugged my hashtag One Pop, One Photo Challenge, where I challenged friends and viewers to create a Star Wars Funko Pop image using nothing more than their cell phone, some natural light. Um, and by any other means of how to create a scene or whatever you want to do. We've got some really great submissions coming in so far. And then we're going to be reviewing them with another toy photographer, Greg Cook, and reviewing those and again announcing a future challenge that we have planned, which will be a little bit tougher and a little more exciting. But again, we're going to leave it open to, interpretation, the next challenge we're going to throw down. But
Nice.
that'll be fun. I've got some what's in the box coming up because there's been 2 boxes I still left in the box. Haven't even opened them up. I was waiting to do an unboxing and just, I think it was just those last crunches of work week before going on vacation. And, you probably see me not posting as much because of vacation. I literally just got back into town here to Rhode Island, and the next week is more staycation. As you know, Christopher, I'm working on changing where I do my broadcast, my
Yeah.
podcast and my broadcast. So I'm starting to take over the children's playroom to become my new YouTube studio.
To be
So
your
there's
playroom.
my play, yeah, yes, the man cave, So we will start to slowly get that to be painted and everything this next week. And have someone who's building some custom shelves for me, which will be really cool to house all my Funkos. I mean, he was really good measuring everything, and it was funny because he's looking at my collection like, well, wait, this is like 9 and this is 4, and like really trying to think spatially, like, why don't we do this here so you can see these and these ones we can
Yeah.
keep here.
Hey,
So I'm very
it's gonna
excited
look
for
awesome. Yeah.
that. Yeah,
I'm
so very
excited to see it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll be able to do your room battle once I get it all squared away.
Probably.
If anything, I'll even show you work in progress. Maybe I'll do
Oh, you
a
should.
time
You
lapse
gotta
or
do.
something.
You gotta do that. You gotta do behind the scenes. Do vlogs.
Okay,
Do daily vlogs. I think
yeah.
you can. Yeah.
We could do something like that, yeah, because
Yeah, for sure.
there's a lot of getting rid of stuff. Like I think we've got an entire bin of my daughter's Barbie style Disney princesses and her Monster High, and she had them all. She's done, so they're gonna go to my niece. Monster High, I was trying to see if I could, save it, repaint it, reutilize it for something, but I'm like, there's nothing in Star Wars like it, and why bother trying to use it all? It's going. It's getting pitched because there's so many pieces missing and this and that. It's gone. So got to get that cleaned up. But yeah, I that's a great idea. Do the vlog. But that's what I'm doing. I'm doing those kind of things on my channel when I'm not hanging out with you talking about Star Wars Funko Pops. So what do you do, Christopher, when you're not hanging out with me here on the Popcast?
Well, when I'm not hanging out with you on the Popcast, Patrick, I am on my other channel as well. Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews. I have a review on the Bitty Pops that you sent me coming out this week, this Thursday. Get them on camera without
Nice.
dropping them. So I got that coming out, and memberships are now live on the channel as well. So
yeah, tell us a little bit about
if
that.
you want to help support if you want to help support the channel by becoming a channel member, definitely check out my channel there. I got 3 different tiers with some really awesome perks, so definitely check that out. But thank you everyone so much for watching on YouTube and listening to wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, and we will see you in the next episode.